guitar fans, in this video I want to talk about this amazing guitar that I've had for 25 years. This is an Ibnaez Jem 777 Desert Yellow model. This is one of the original Jems. The Ibnaez Jem as a signature guitar series was launched in 1987, and the first three models that were released for sale were a green model, a pink model and a yellow model, and this yellow model is pretty much the exact design that was released in 1987. This is a 1989 model, so only a couple of years after the Jem was released. This example was manufactured. So I think in the following year, it would have been about 88, they released the floral version, which had the green Tree of Life neck, and then they launched a black version as well, which had a black body and the green Tree of Life neck. But they kept the pink and yellow models going. In fact, they kept this yellow model going until about 1995 or so. So of the green, pink and yellow models, the yellow one is probably the least rare, probably because they made more of them and they sold them for longer, like I said, up until 1995. But you don't see as many in as good a condition as this. This is in really good condition because I've looked after it over the years. I mean, I was very careful to try and protect the paintwork. I have used it an awful lot in the last 25 years since I've owned it, but like I say, I've always kept it in the case, tried to avoid it being exposed to too much light, and as a result the yellow paintwork has barely faded at all. It still looks amazing. Unfortunately, yeah, I had a button on a shirt, and after one session I managed to put some chips in the paintwork here, right where the button was on my shirt collar, on my shirt cuff, which is really annoying. But you can only really see it if you look up close. There's one little chip down here somewhere, just here, but apart from that it's in it's in near mint condition, I'd say. Unfortunately, however, because I've been playing it a lot down the years, the neck was showing a lot of signs of wear. The frets were really badly worn, so I had them redressed twice, and that was about the limit. And there's a couple of areas, couple of frets where the lacquer was starting to wear through and you're starting to get dirt marks into the wood underneath the lacquer. So I decided this year I'd get the neck refurbished, so I sent it off to a company whose name I'll put up on the video because they did a fantastic job. But they refretted it with stainless steel frets, and then on my insistence, I was really insistent, I said I wanted the neck completely re-lacquered as well, which is what they've done. And the end result is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the neck looks brand new. I have the original scratch plate, but it's a bit tatty, and I replaced that with this white scratch plate. I mean, I've still got the original scratch plate. So when I restored this Jem, I decided to implement a different wiring. The standard Jem wiring just has a single 5-way position switch, which lets you select between the humbuckers or the middle coil. When you're in the in-between positions on the 5-way, it taps the humbuckers and wires the tapped humbucker in parallel with the middle single coil. However, I've decided to add extra micro toggle switches, 5 of them, which let you access all the possible tones from the two humbuckers, and if you add it all together that gives you 31 different tones you can get from the instrument with this wiring. You can hear all about that in another video that I've put up where I describe the wiring, show you how it works and how to do it. I also changed the pickups. I have the original pickups, but they're badly worn, and at the end of the day they're just standard DiMaggio pickups, so I decided to replace them. I put a green Path Pro in the neck, just a standard DiMaggio middle coil in the middle, This is slightly different from the original spec Jem. I put an Evolution bridge pickup in the bridge position. For years, when I bought the guitar in 1993, I paid £600 for it. I actually traded in a Charvel Model 4, and I wish I'd kept the Model 4, but I kind of didn't have the money to get this at the time, so I traded that in to get this. And when I bought this, it actually wasn't standard when I bought it. It had the original pickups and the original scratch plate, but the previous owner had taken out the low pro edge tremolo and put in a Shaler, I think it was, Floyd Rose tremolo, which is much more like a bog standard Floyd Rose. And it also replaced the machine heads as well. These are the machine heads that previous owner put in. I haven't changed those. And he also had this different locking nut here, which doesn't need the string bar at the top because it's got an inbuilt sort of string bar. It's a one-piece nut. So I haven't changed, reverted that back to original spec, but what I have done is I've gone out and bought a brand new low pro edge tremolo. And the result now, I think you'll agree, is something that looks absolutely amazing. And it is interesting to note that Ibanez have just released 30th anniversary versions of these guitars, so you can get the green, the pink and the yellow model, the 777 desert yellow models just like this. So I've got the original one. This is an original one, and it's amazing. A couple of things to know about the original Jem777 desert yellow models is that they had a basswood body. They had this maple neck, and the neck was quarter sawn, and you can tell that by when you look at the grain pattern. You've got these very thin, consistent, parallel grain lines running down the neck. That's supposedly a bit stronger than a plain sawn neck. Of course, these days now, most of the Jems for, well, good 15 plus years have been using 5-piece necks, and nowadays they've got like titanium truss rods, so you've probably got even stronger necks these days. But it is interesting to note that the 30th anniversary reissues of this guitar have got a single piece maple neck again, so they've kind of made it closer to how they originally made them. It's got a scarf joint. So yes, it is an absolutely amazing instrument, and I'm happy to share it with you in this video. I hope you enjoyed looking at it.